This is Monkey World in Dorset, the largest ape and monkey rescue centre on the planet. Today on Monkey Life. It's a big day for boisterous chimp Sheamus. He's moving in with the Bachelor boys. But he famously dislikes travel boxes, so how will he react?
He might say, oh, look, goodness me, last time I went in a box, that wasn't good. But he might have totally forgotten that and think, let's go and sit in the box. I think he's going to have a problem with it.
Toddler orangutan Aris is injured. One of his new housemates picked a fight with him. And what happens when Sheamus meets his former partner in crime, Charlie? The pair haven't seen each other for 2 years.
Good boy. It's nice to think they recognise each other, and they probably do, but I don't know. How can you tell? It's a sort of totally unprovable thing.
Monkey World houses 60 chimpanzees that are split into 4 groups. The nursery is home to the youngest animals, but as these chimps mature, they're moved into one of the adult groups. And that's what's about to happen to the park's naughtiest resident, Sheamus. This morning, Sheamus is moving to the Bachelor Pad. Everybody's aware that Sheamus might not make this move easy, so the team has assembled for their orders before the operation swings into action.
Once down there, I'll actually be on the box, operating the slide on the crate. Cara, if you can be outside, so that when Sheamus hopefully comes in, he's got a reassuring face because you've not been here for a while, so we might actually react to you a little bit better than the rest of us. Femke, you've got all your emergency equipment.
Yeah.
There's blankets ready to go that are warm,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
else. At 9 o'clock, probably the last time really to do a dart for him if we have to need to tie Sheamus. And at 9:30, it'll be Alison and Jeremy's call to whether we actually continue or actually end the exercise this morning.
The first plan was to separate Sheamus from the rest of the group, but it didn't quite work out. Lulu wouldn't leave, so they've come up with an alternative.
Lulu's Lulu, and Lulu always wants part of the action, and that's her bedroom, so don't mess with it. Obviously, we want Sheamus to come into this box, cold sober, put him in the box and take him down to the Bachelor boys. Now, he might not go in the box, which means we'll have to anaesthetise him. That's the worst case scenario, but it's not the end of the world. There's a very good chance, because Lulu's always first at anything, that Lulu's going to go in the box. So if Lulu goes in the box and won't get out, then Lulu can go in the box. And I've got another box down there for Sheamus, and Lulu can sit in a box and watch us for a while. So that's basically what we can do.
At 8 years old, Sheamus has definitely outgrown the nursery. He's become out of control and tends to bully the youngsters.
He's going to have a nicer time with other yobs. He doesn't know that, and he won't know that for probably 2 or 3 months. But hey, that's growing up, isn't it? We all did it. But it's definitely the time. This is a one-way ticket this time.
This won't be the first time Sheamus has moved out. 2 years ago, he was transferred to Hananya's group, but he didn't make any friends, so he was returned to the loving arms of foster mum, Sally. But now Sheamus has to move again, as his behaviour is far too rowdy, and Jeremy has devised the Jeremy plan. He hopes Sheamus has simply forgotten his last experience of the box and walk into it by himself.
Sheamus is a boy of very little brain. He might have totally forgot what happened 2 years ago. I doubt it, but you've got to give him a try. He might say, oh, look, goodness me, last time I went in a box, that wasn't good. But he might have totally forgotten that and think, let's go and sit in the box. I think he's going to have a problem with it.
And later, the Jeremy plan fails. Sheamus isn't going anywhere.
Go for it. That was good. Yeah.
Oh, too slow.
And why is alpha male Hananya keeping his distance from the rest of the group? The sun is shining. And how better to spend your day than having fun? In Paddy's group, Chimp Eddie is 6 years old. She's got bundles of energy and she just loves to play. Her favourite game is chase with her best friend, Gamba. And although Gamba is 3 times older than Eddie, he can still play with her for hours. And over in Hananya's group, the boys are also giving young Eddie a run for her money. Shamak and Arthur are twice Eddie's age, but they still know how to play. They're silly chaps and maybe low down in the pecking order, but it doesn't stop them having fun. Simon likes to mess around as much as the next chimp. But he's been for a sleep and he's missed out. But not for long. These 3 have been friends for years and love to hang out with each other, living proof that teenagers can be just as silly as the little ones. But back at Paddy's, Mickey is 25. Surely too old to get involved in such frivolous behaviour. Apparently not. And he's commandeering Eddie to join him for a play. Having fun is an important part of chimp life. It's a great way to release energy, relax, and form lifelong friendships. And it doesn't seem to matter how old you are, playing around is a talent these chimps never lose.
Come on, Sheamus. Come on.
Back at the chimp nursery, the team are trying to encourage Sheamus into the travelling box so he can be moved to the Bachelor Pad. But it seems animal manager Jeremy's prediction is right. Sheamus isn't keen.
Come on, you're thick. So just walk in the box. Wait until he's really settled, Lou. Yeah. Yeah, now I want him to be really safe. If you do anything now, he's going to be off like a... Let him just sit here. What we got here? What do you think this is?
Typically, Sheamus is not going to make this easy. But one way or another, he will be moving out today. Sheamus clearly isn't just going to walk in. So it's time for the Alison plan.
You want to come and say hello to Alison?
Come here, Sheamus. I can't say a proper hello. Come on, then. Come on, then. Let's go, Sheamus. Come on, Sheamus.
That's disgusting. You're so foul. You're just
You want a sip?
ugly. You go for it. That was good. Yeah.
Too slow. When you go, you have to go wholehearted.
Close, but not quite close enough. The team are now desperate enough to resort to the Jez plan. Sheamus is not very keen on operations manager Jez. So it's hoped that he'll aggravate Sheamus enough for him to move to the front of the box so they can shut the door behind him.
Say hello.
It's a long shot.
Not quite, though. That's too close. He's got it.
Okay, right in.
Go, Lee. Go. Well done.
Yabba dabba.
But it turns out that the Jez plan is the best plan.
That's me. He's an animal man. Yeah, it couldn't have gone better, really. And this is the result. I mean, we've got him in the box and we didn't have to anaesthetise him. Again, it's making it tough as you go along. If you keep that as a basic plan, then, you've got plenty of options. And actually, Alison thought Sheamus doesn't particularly... Sheamus has issues with Jez, so we thought we'll use Jez as this. So Jez came and said hello to him, and Sheamus comes in to check Jez out.
Chimps are nosy, and Sammy and Paquito are keen to see who their new housemate is. But before they can get acquainted, Sheamus will be left to settle in his new home with a bit of reassurance from animal manager Jeremy.
In his environment, he's always been the biggest male, so he's going to have a cruel shock because he's going to have to get used to it. And the thing is, chimpanzee politics aren't complicated, and even sicko like him, it's not difficult. You know, I'm bigger and stronger than you, and I want that, so I'm going to have it. And it's not rocket science. So even Einstein here can probably work some of it out.
Sheamus will soon meet the first of his new group, his old pal, Turkish Charlie. The pair used to live together in the chimp nursery, so their reintroduction should go well.
Because they know each other and they're both as daft as brushes. But, you know, daft brushes can be tricky at times, so we'll see.
Coming up, how will Turkish Charlie react when he meets his old pal Sheamus for the first time in 2
Now,
years?
Nice, Sheamus. You'll be nice. No. Don't be such a loud.
And is alpha male Hananya at last taking control of his group? At Monkey World in the pavilions, it's time for Sheamus to meet the first of his new group, Turkish Charlie. The pair used to live with each other in the chimp nursery, so it's hoped they will remember one another and get along.
Right. Yeah, just open it a little bit and see what the reaction is. No.
This is the first time the pair have seen each other in 2 years. When they lived together in the chimp nursery, they were best friends. But that doesn't mean Charlie will be nice to Sheamus now.
Oh, come on. Are you a good boy? Good boy. Get rid of it. Good boy. Hey. Good boy.
Charlie isn't the smartest of chimps, and his boisterous behaviour is making Sheamus nervous.
Hey, no, Charlie. Good. No. Charlie, good boy. Isn't it? Good boy. Oh. Now you be nice to Sheamus. You be nice. No. Don't be such a loud. Charlie, behave. Come here. Stop it. Okay? None of that. No, I'm not taking your side.
Chimps can be unpredictable, and the meeting could have gone badly wrong. But when the two chimps finally calm down, Charlie decides he wants to play.
Hope it just doesn't degenerate.
Perhaps he remembers Sheamus from their time in the nursery after all.
It's not that funny. Oh, that's funny. It's nice to think they recognise each other, and they probably do, but I don't know. How can you tell? It's a sort of totally unprovable thing. I mean, I would think they would, and I would have thought this was reasonable proof, but not evidence, that they do. But maybe they're like this with anybody. You don't know. I mean, it's pretty likely. I mean, it's very likely.
But Jeremy's keeping close by just in case.
This is just chimps. They're rough morons. But as we all know, with boisterous yobs, this can very easily go the other way and become a somebody will hurt somebody, and then they'll all get the cob on about it, and it'll all behave. Oi, leave him alone. It's the hooligan element, isn't it? How do you control a hooligan?
Sheamus is clearly a hooligan, so he should feel right at home with the rowdy Bachelor boys.
I know everybody talks about the Bachelors like the awful group and all the rest. They're actually the most stable group. we haven't got all these horrible women politics involved, have we? And that's what always gets complicated. Don't you fart at me when I'm being serious, okay? Sheamus, I'm being serious here and you're trumping. What's that all about?
Chimp meetings can be volatile, but this one seems to be positive.
So far, there's no reason why we can't leave them together, and I really hope we can, but it could still fall apart. So we will sort of make everything dark and quiet and bring bedtime sort of on reasonably early, and so we can then monitor how they settle down for the night. And if there's no reason to call it, then we'll leave them together, absolutely. I mean, so far, they're looking really good.
Later, there's concern for orangutan Aris. He has a knee injury.
One of the problems with Aris is he's never one for backing down, so part of the problem might have been if he'd wanted to take someone's bed or someone's food or whatever, he will be disciplined by the older ones.
At the other side of the park, Hananya's troop are taking it easy. Chimpanzees are highly sociable and live in large groups known as communities. They're governed by an alpha male, whose job it is to make sure there's harmony amongst their group. Paddy is the perfect leader to his group. If there's trouble, he's always there to put the situation right. And he's totally respected. He's also a sociable chimp who's usually being pampered by his troop. Hananya has been in charge of his group for 3.5 years now. But he's only 14 and Paddy's 27. But he's slowly making his presence felt. The troop respect Hananya as leader, but from time to time he seems to be cautious and stays away from the rest of the group. It's as if he's still trying to work out how to use his authority. Hananya's always been a placid male, and unlike most chimps, he prefers to keep himself to himself. It could be that he's waiting for his confidence to match his size. The problem is, when Hananya hangs back, the boys take advantage. They will play up and tease the ladies. Males will often display to intimidate others. It's just what chimps do. But normally the alpha male should step in and discipline them. Something that Hananya can find difficult to do. He grew up with these boys, and this could be why he lets them get away with unruly behaviour. Hananya has a big role to fill, and while he isn't quite there yet, slowly but surely, he is making progress. Over with the orangutans, it's been a few weeks since 4-year-old Aris moved from the nursery creche into Gordon's adult group. And he settled in well.
He was getting on okay with Xiao Lan and Xiao Kuai and little Kai. He had his second meeting with Gordon and they were wrestling for about a couple of hours. Some of it quite intense because they weren't actually fighting, but it was just a game, but someone wanted to win. But gradually that all faded out. I think they just got fed up with it. They were all just lounging around in the pavilion there, eating together, no problem, no competition over food, so we left them together overnight.
But during the night, something went wrong.
Now, unfortunately, the next day, we found that Aris had been bitten during the night. Now, Amy and Gordon were in there along with the other females, and we honestly don't know what happened or who did it, but he did sustain some quite nasty bite wounds to his back. His knee and his elbow were quite swollen. He had a little bite mark on his head as well. So it wasn't like a serious mauling, but it was definitely someone meant that with intent. It wasn't just a little skirmish.
Aris clearly isn't himself, so to make him feel more comfortable, he's being left with just Xiaolan.
One of the problems with Aris is he's really, really determined. He was the only male in the nursery over there, and he was never one for backing down. So part of the problem might have been if he'd wanted to take someone's bed or someone's food or whatever, and hadn't backed down from one of the adult females, eventually she will have bitten him. If he keeps going and keeps going, then he will be disciplined by the older ones.
The team don't want to take any chances, so the vet has been called in to take a look. Next time,
Okay, fine.
Aris needs surgery. His injury is worse than expected.
Now, the worry here is that if this has gone into his joint, then he's got what we call a septic arthritis. If it is a septic arthritis, he could lose his knee completely, and we've got to try and save that for him.
Chimps Patricia and Hananya finally kiss and make up. And Sheamus is in for a shock when he meets big male Paco.
Step out, please. Right out, right out, right out, right out.